How's it going, everyone? LordUK here, and we're back with Blacksmith, Song of Two Kings. So at the end of last episode, we completed the forester's place, and we unlocked the graveyard. So I believe we will do some orders from there. Although I do remember there being an order here that I can do. Let's have a look. Oh yes, it was the butcher's knife. Yes, I definitely want to do that. But I need a saw for metal, which I don't have yet. I believe I saw that over here. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's get this. And there we get a candlestick order. Cool. And shovel. Ah, okay. That looks relatively simple. Apart from the hammering part, I'm sure that's going to be difficult for me. But anyway, let's do the butcher's knife. So we want to go up here at the top left. It shows us we have it, but we don't have it equipped. And it's the same for there as well. So we'll click on this, click here, and then we need to add it. So we'll remove our wood saw, as we won't need that, replace it with the metal saw. And let's go to our materials and add that. And I believe that's everything we need. I could add all of that, but there's no point right now. I've got all I need, so let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so I suppose we should start with the handle, and as we didn't need a wood saw, the handle's going to be made from flat steel rod, I imagine. So let's pop one of these out, and now we want to line it up, of course, with the schematic, and we want it to go up into the blade too, because we need a place to rivet it. If we didn't do that, the blade would just be floating free, and that's not good. Right, looks like we just need to cut there. So let's get our metal saw out, bring it over here and give it a little rotate. And this looks good. Yes, okay, let's cut. Very satisfying sound. Oh, whoops. Let's move that over here. Although I don't think I'm going to need that extra bit. Let's rotate this so we have the circular end at the bottom. Just for my own peace of mind. And let's throw this away. We're not going to need that. Oh god. Okay. In the bin, please. Thank you. Next up, we're now going to want to hammer out the blade. I hope I can do this right. So again, I'm going to use the longest flat edge as the sharp edge. So a bit like this. I feel like it'll be easier to spread out if I smack it from the top. Make it thinner, make it longer. I mean, that's in theory. Let's see how it goes practically. So I want to hit it, I guess, around here first. Satisfying. Okay, and now here. Oh, nice. Okay, I like that I'm keeping this even so far. Trying to keep the power similar. Oh yeah, okay, let's hit the middle a bit. I'm seeing a bump appearing here. Ooh. We're getting that curve as well. I think after I've done this side and given the middle a hit, we will see how it's doing with the blueprint. Oh my goodness, look at this! Look at this! Okay, let's see. Oh, I am impressed with myself. Now watch me ruin it. Okay, so all I need to do is kind of just tidy it up. Add a bit of a point here. Okay, that looks good. And then we go over to here. Give it a few hits. And he's trying to avoid making it too thin as well. Oh, now look at this. Let's see how this goes. It's pretty long compared to the schematic, but it's a great shape. Do I now cut it? I suppose I could, as it's the right shape, I could get the saw out and just cut away the excess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring the schematic over here. The blade over here. Let's line up the bottom because that is just beautifully lined up there. And we will shave off this top bit. Now we want this sort of angle. Okay, here we go. Oh, lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh, oops. Look at that. Well, I am impressed. If I do say so myself, I've done a pretty good job there. I still need to sharpen it, but we're looking at 99%. Wow. Okay, so we're going to want to rivet this in. I think I'll rivet it and then sharpen it. Here's our riveting hammer. Right, let's put a couple of rivets in. And I think we'll want the blade on top. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, there's our 2 rivets. Holding it in place, I hope? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. Now we... do I rope the handle now, or should I sharpen now? I suppose we could rope the handle. It shouldn't get in the way, right? So we go from one side to the other and release. There we go, and we'll make this as tidy as possible. Just because I really have to. I absolutely love how the rope works in this game. It's so satisfying. Oh, maybe we can fit one more in here? Is it going to go? Yeah, there we go. Look at that handle. Oh, yes. Now, it is still 99%, but I guess that's because it needs an edge. It needs to do 7 damage, and at the moment it does 0 damage. So it's time to sharpen. See if I can get this right. The blade has got a curve to it, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I guess I'll do this edge first and bring it down. Oh my goodness, that is a big edge. That is a big edge I've given it, but you know, I've got to own it now. Oh god, the rope's attached to it. I suppose it doesn't look too bad. It's about to look terrible now. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's give it another once over here on this side. Well, would you look at this? Hiya! Ha! Hua! Yeah, this is a very, very good butcher's knife. I'm pleased with this. Whoops, grabbing the wrong things. 100%, and it does 15 damage. They were after 7. I mean, that's not going to hold an edge at all. Fantastic. Okay, that's that job done. What have we got here? Semi-sweet white wine. For this wine and for each item in the gallery, payment for orders increased by 10 gold. Very nice. Okay, and then we've got an order for a dagger. Double-edged. Oh, that could be quite challenging, or it could be easy. Although I do see things I don't have there, like the pommel. I do remember seeing that. I believe it's at the marketplace over here. Yes, there it is. We've got the pommel there, and then we've got this combined anvil. It's a small anvil and a small vice. Okay, we'll get that. And let's replace our current anvil with that. Yeah, they look exactly the same, apart from the vice at the end, so I should be able to do things with this that I could do with the small anvil. Okay, so let's do the next job, shall we? There is a candlestick. Let's do this. Of course, we should check this book first, so it needs the small hammer. Obviously needs the small anvil, but I've got the other one, so hopefully that's okay. And I've already got the candles. I just need to put everything on. So let's go here, and then we click on here. What we want is that. Might as well just put everything else here. And we need this little hammer. So we don't need the blacksmithing hammer. So let's replace it with that. Okay, we're in. Some orders strictly require you to apply certain components and materials. Clicking here will show you this list. It has a built-in vice. Click the lever to open and close it. You can turn the anvil the other way by clicking the base of it. Okay, I think I've got this. I think I understand. But I suppose the proof is in the pudding. So let's get to it. So that's how we open and close the vise. Very nice. That's how we rotate the anvil. And where's our little hammer? There it is. Look at this tiny thing. Okay, I feel like this is going to be very difficult. Right, so the things we need, I believe, was it a metal tube? I don't know if it's a metal tube we need. All it says in that book is candles, and we can't see what actual materials we need. Maybe a flat steel rod. That does look rounded though. Let's see what one of these look like. Yeah, this looks like it could be it. I mean, it's pretty thick, but it is almost the right size. I just need to cut it to length. So let's get on with that. Get the old metal saw out. Let's line it up about, I'll say down here, because of course I need to rivet it to that cross section of metal. Okay, and I believe that is how we need it. Let's move this out the way. We'll keep this because we probably could hammer this out. It's pretty long, but we can cut it to shape. Might as well do that now. Just need to line it up. Oh, God, I pressed the wrong button there. Okay. Now, of course, when I hammer on this thing, it's going to spread out. So maybe I should cut it just a smidge shorter. Let's go exact, and we can just cut off what we don't need. And the final side. Lovely. Okay, we have the length of it sorted for now. Am I going to need these? I doubt it. I'll keep them there just in case. Better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. Right, so this goes up there. We'll put the rounded edge at the top. The candle. Oh, many components are fitted using tongs. The component has seating rivets, most often in plain view. These are where the component is attached to the material. Make sure there are no objects in the seating area that will interfere with the installation. Right, they can be turned around to do that. Click here. Click that lever to attach and drag, and it's the same movement as the saw. Okay, so we would put this over here. We need to rotate it, put it to the top. Oh, yep, and that lever is poked out for us. I'm going to make this as straight as I can. Let's put it there, I reckon. Very satisfying, I like that. Okay, so we've got the candle on top of the metal rod. We're at 23%. Unfortunately, it's a bit long on the bottom, but again, I can shave it off if I need to. I think my biggest concern is what's coming next, the small hammer. Right, so it heats up just like it does with the blacksmith's hammer. Right, let's see what we can do with this. We want to squish out the edges. I don't know how I'm going to slope it like that. Oh, this is very satisfying to use, but you can see as I repeatedly hit in the same place, it starts to spread out, but also curl up like a fancy mustache. And we definitely don't want that. Okay, I'd say that side's good for now. Let's try and squish out this side. Oh, hello. That was going inwards. Let's rotate this and hit it right here. Okay, I'm liking the shape we have. It's not exact by any stretch of the imagination, but we're not doing too bad. Let's give this a little push down. In terms of thickness, the middle looks good. The edges, on the other hand, do not look so good. I believe I'm going to cut that edge off. Oh my goodness! Wow, okay, I did not expect that to fit so well. So we just need to chop off the excess we've got on the right here. Okay, I'm doing some classic fiddling here, which is probably going to hinder me more than help me. No, I'm wrong. It actually looks pretty good. So now we want to get our metal saw out. and get rid of this excess. So if we make our first cut about here, off that little bit goes, and then we make our next cut. Oh, let's throw these in the bin. We don't need these anymore. And our final cut should be right here. Beautiful stuff. Okay, now we need to line it up and rivet it in place. So if we move this up here, we have got a bit of that bottom edge showing, and I am not happy with that. Let's cut that off. We need to cut about here, I reckon. Oh, crispy line. Look at that. Okay, then this goes on here. Oh, and that looks wonderful. 100%. That's what I like to see. I thought I was going to be immensely struggling with the small hammer. Right, let's get the rivet hammer out and put a rivet right about there, I reckon. Perfect. Look at that. Completed. 32 gold. Well, that's that order done. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this. I really do appreciate it. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you and this shovel next time. Cheers.